and your eye is usually pretty good for seeing the shot you want to play straight away. Whereas some people that are real rough just watch to the end of that. Surely, you get negative thoughts that weren't there. If you put that much doubt,
he had a couple of easy finishes and then last two frags he lost them.
You take too long.
And that shot he played to drift off a black in a longer mark. When I ended there, lucky it's still win.
If these top boys can play snooker, average shot time 14-15 seconds, making 100 breaks, and there's no reason it needs to be longer on a pool table, is there? Mind you, you'd have liked snooker to be now, years when we all played, wouldn't you? The way it's open and there's loads of events and you can get through. When I was trying to get on and off the tour, there'd be 8 spaces available.
Yeah, same.
And if you did get on, if you did get on, it'd be like 1 year ranking list.
Yeah. It was a pile series, that was it for me.
Yeah.
One West Countryman departs in Greg Batten. Another one takes his place in Mike King. Mike King against Shaun Chipperfield. Both players from the south of the country, but couldn't really be much further apart. One of them from down there in the southwest, deep in the southwest in Exeter. The other one very much from the southeast, from Norwich, in Shaun Chipperfield. Two very, very attacking, aggressive players. We're having an argument here. Sorry for the quiet on the mic, but we're having an argument. They're telling me that Norwich is in the north. I'm not having it. You said it wasn't southeast, but it's definitely in the south of the country. If you take a line across the middle of England, it's definitely south side, and it's definitely on the east. So I would say southeast. I mean, it's not in the very south of the country, no, but it's south of England. They're having an argument here with me. You make your own judgment, viewers. I guarantee if you go and ask Shaun Chipperfield if he's a northerner or a southerner, he'll tell you. He would also say that, yeah. Stephen Dewing. He must be from around that area because he's saying we're neither north nor south. We're East Anglian. East Anglian. You are East. You're definitely right.
That's my opening salvo.
Oh, we've started it now. We've started an argument now. Oh dear. The Shell Dogs come in with Norwich is more north than Birmingham. So it's definitely not that. Mate, it's not. I promise you it's not. If you draw a line across, Birmingham is substantially further north. Oh, the things we get up to, eh? The things we get up to on stream.
We should know we live here.
Ah, it's brilliant. Love it. Love a good debate. It's like one of those debates about brown sauce or red sauce, and you're never quite going to get it right. By the way, it's definitely brown with sausages, red with bacon. Oh dear. there's one thing we can say with absolute confidence, and that is that Mike King is a man from the southwest, and he looks right up for this at the moment. He's playing well. He's cueing the ball very nicely, and well, you've got to say, I've done it again. That was most definitely a commentator's curse. He only had half a pocket to go for, and I can only think that he just overran his position slightly, because I don't think you'd have play that ball into half a pocket. But it's offered the table to Shaun Chipperfield, and this won't take very long. Cole Bedford joins me back. You are.
I didn't realise it started. And it's 1-1. Quick fire, I'm assuming. Both of them play pretty quick, don't they?
Very quick firing, yeah. And they both.
Yeah,
they just both look bang up for it here. This could be a crackerjack.
I walked past in that was tight. That red past the other red. To be fair, must have played for it in the middle. There's no way you leave to.
No.
There's no way to play to leave half a bag. Chippy 2-1 with him to break.
Yep.
Had a quick chat with him before just before he went on. He said he's feel like he's playing well at the moment. So he struggled in his first match for the table. Said it's a bit slippery than what he's been playing on, practicing on. He said don't be surprised if he misses a few balls with a bit of side. He said early on in the match, if he's going to miss anything, it'll be with trying to flick him in with side. Because that's what he was doing earlier, trying to get used to the table. Just been watching Enrico vs Jamie Clemens in what was a very good match. That is currently 4 apiece. Just wiped its feet. It's getting harder for Mike here. Gonna probably play the long one up in the one he's nearest to, long in the top right corner. Yeah, long in the corner, like I said. That was a great shot from Mike. Brilliant shot. Play the plant now. Get the plant right. 2 all incoming, you would have thought. Great player when he's on it, Mike. Really good player. From down your way again, Nick, isn't he?
Exeter, yeah. Let's not go in the way Shaun's from. We've had that debate already.
Norwich he's from, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
What was the discussion?
Whether Norwich is south or north.
South,
I mean, it's
obviously.
definitely east, but
East, yeah. It's not.
but
it's
is
not,
it? Is it?
It's below Birmingham.
Yeah, it's not actually.
Is it not?
No, we've had this. I thought it was, but it's not.
Wow. I count that as north then, really.
Well,
Northeast.
I don't.
No, it's just
I
very.
don't know. What
It's
can I
very
say?
east.
I'm not saying anything now.
I can't believe
Let's just
it.
say I've been proven wrong.
As usual.
Yeah, but look, it's not the first time. It's
Not the first time you've made yourself look an idiot. you mean.
mate. I'm 52 years old and barely a day goes by where I don't, so I'm quite used to it now. It's fine.
Same goes.
What, you're 52? I mean, you
Oh,
do
well,
look it, to be fair.
I'm not that old.
Oh, you look it.
Oh, Scott Pope, clean the microphone after, bud. How very rude.
Original, though.
Yeah, original. I've not heard that one before, Scott. If you could create something a bit more original, that would be appreciated. Thanks. The Hammer himself, Shane Dragale, has messaged me saying he wants a shout out.
The Hammer.
The Hammer.
Is that what they call him? Is that his nickname?
That's my nickname for him.
Is
yes,
it?
Yeah.
Why'd you call him the Hammer?
Personal reasons.
Yeah? You don't want to elaborate on...
Is it past 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock or whatever the rule is?
Well, it is, yeah. But, you know, you've got to keep things clean all the same.
Yeah. He's coming to watch my match tomorrow, I think, which is exciting. Should be nice to see him.
Yeah, you got a money match tomorrow, haven't you?
Yes, against Craig Brown, IPA professional. 11 grand, should be fun.
Nice.
Unless I lose, and then I'll be
That won't be any
crying.
fun.
No,
Yeah.
it won't be fun. No, it's
That's
stressful.
Another queue in the river.
And more money lost for Nick Finn.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. I'm assuming it's Chippy at the table because it's been about 10 seconds and 3 balls have gone. Who do you reckon plays quicker, Nick? Oli or Chippy?
Chippy.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. It's tight. When on song, they're both mental, so...
Yeah, true. True.
When he won the world title, it was... I've never seen that. He beat James Delahunty from Australia 8-0 in 22 minutes, and then he beat Hitan Patel the next round 8-0 in 24 minutes. I've never, ever seen anything like it in my life.
16 frames
He
in
won
under an hour.
16 frames, and I generally think he might have dished 15 of them. It was frightening. I've never seen anything like it in my life. That was only the second or third year I played the World Rules Worlds, and it was frightening to watch. So some other scores.
Steve Petty there. I noticed Steve Petty playing against Alex Lewis. They've played many times on the UK tour before.
Any upsets in there? Maybe Josh Duraz is a very good player, so 6-4 up is not a surprise. Dylan Leary
5-1 against John McAllister.
7-4 was a price, I think, personally.
Yeah, that's
I must admit.
I mean, Dylan, he's another one of those packages that just spouts up on you at some points. And I mean, I was let down on a accumulator at the
I've heard this story.
at the last event when he lost to Phil Harrison.
Hasn't he done you like 3 times or something? Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. If I bet on him, then he loses a hill game, and if I bet against him, he wins a hill game. But yeah, beat Phil Harrison and lost against Daniel Bishop in the last event of this.
Who did? Sorry.
Dylan
Leary. Yeah, Dan Bishop.
From
miles in front, wasn't it?
6-3 ahead, I think.
6-2 it was.
6-2
I
ahead.
seen on Facebook, and because Dan was buzzing with the win. Because I'm quite get on with that. Well, Dan would say he hates me, but we get on quite well. Yeah. He said he played really well, but Dylan's one of the old timers, isn't he? He's North Irish, isn't he? Or is he
Well,
North-
he plays for Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
But, he
He's
definitely
English.
doesn't have an Irish accent. It's more London. I think
Well,
he's born and bred from.
I haven't got a Welsh accent really, have I? So.
Yeah. This is true.
Neither is Tom Cousins, so.
No. But you're only Welsh for about 3 days of the year, anyway.
Yeah, true. I suppose. Yeah, Wales is up north. Yeah.
Is Wales?
Yeah, it's north or
Is
south.
it south or north? Well.
Or is it west?
It starts around the Bristol area and finishes around the Liverpool area. So let's
Yeah.
just say it.
In the middle.
Let's just say west. Let's have that. Let's not get back into it. It's
Yeah.
too late. It's too late. I'm not doing it.
I just can't believe Norwich is above Birmingham. World's gone mad. How long's it been like that?
What's that?
How long has Norwich been above Birmingham?
I know. Well, it never used to be. That's the funny thing about it. When I went to school, it was way down in the south.
Yeah, 10 years ago,
Yeah,
no chance. It's obviously
100%.
floated up north a little bit.
Well, things do,
Yeah, over time.
over the Jurassic period, things didn't look quite the way they do now. And I'm saying that Norwich definitely used to be further down.
Yeah, over the last 10 years it's moved. Oh, what a match. Next match, Josh Kane and Tom Cousins. That is going to be a thriller
Yeah.
in... Not... Melina doesn't work.
It's not
Thriller
Manila.
in Daventry.
Thriller in Daventry, yeah. Oh dear.
He said if he played with side, he might miss the ball. I didn't think he meant entirely, I must admit, but...
That's
That was a weird shot. He's not even looked at it. He's just gone down and hit it.
Yeah.
That's how he plays, though, isn't it? Probably going to cost him the frame, you would have thought. If you win a frame from here when it's 2 shots carry and your opponent's got just his 6 balls left, you're a lucky man. He hasn't realised he had a foul.
He's not. Oh dear.
Mike, you're obviously not watching.
Well, maybe he just didn't see the flick on the yellow. And Sean's not told him. Sean's laughing behind. He's like, oh. I bet he's gone, well, I didn't tell you, mate,
Well,
because, can you imagine if he gets out of this and somehow...
Pots it, oh my, rattles it in the jaws, pots it. I feel like Sean should just give him 2 shots back and go, sorry, mate. Actually, no, it's Kinger's fault. But,
Well,
do you know, I think...
it is, but sometimes you just you don't see it, do you?
No, no.
Maybe
I think
not
Sean
even that he wasn't watching, because it was only a little flick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I do think Chippy said 2 shots, though, so I think...
maybe. Because
King-
Sean was across that side of the table, so he
Yeah.
could have been blocking.
The view.
Yeah.
Kinger, to be fair, Kinger did walk to the table with 3 bottles of Corona in hand, so it wouldn't surprise me if he hasn't seen it.
There is a man who seriously likes to drink as well.
I went out with him in Blackpool once. What a bloke. Is all I'm going to say. Lovely guy.
I don't know if he actually thought that through when he played it, but obviously he's blocked the knuckle and across as well with the yellow, so I don't know if that was part of the plan or it's just because the yellow happened to be there. But
You can play it at the other
you
side.
can try the other knuckles.
Pump it along the bottom rail, straight in.
I think...
What are they looking at? Oh,
Well-
he's going to play off one rail with loads of check side.
Oh my God, no.
He's hit the black first there, isn't he?
I think that was black first.
And that right there would have been shot of the tournament, done and dusted.
Yeah.
Chippy, bad
Oh, can you imagine if he got that though? Mike would have been absolutely
sick.
mortified.
Well, to be honest, he's still going to feel sick because he's come back to the table with a tough one in the middle off the cushion or a tough long one. No foul.
Oh, that was almost...
Yeah,
that was almost incredible.
Yeah, that would have been shot of the tournament sealed. Oh, what a bit of queuing that is. Tell you used to be a snooker player with queuing like that.
Marianne asked if this is the final stream of the night. No, it's not. We've got another one coming up afterwards. We've got Josh Kane against Tom Cousins, and what another blockbuster that is. It's been one after another on this table this weekend, and it does not slow down. Josh Kane, in fact, you can see just sat on the chair behind Mike King's shoulder. Obviously,
This isn't odd.
well,
He's playing the snooker, is he? What on earth has he played here? That's a bizarre shot choice. Can he clip it one rail, or has he got to go across side cushion?
It is, but I guess he's just
Played this
banking on the fact that Shaun's not going to get it, and he's going to.
After the last attempt, I wouldn't be banking on anything.
I know. Well, straight in off.
Oh.
I think what he was actually banking on was the fact that Shaun was going to move the black, which is obviously going to open the pocket, and ironically he hasn't.
Yeah, but with the two carry,
with two carry, yeah,
you should be bang tidy from here, and
wrong angle, but again, should be fine.
Yeah, he's fine. I thought we'd overhit that and he was going on the rail for a sec. Well, 3-all.
You feel he's made a little bit harder work at this one than absolutely necessary.
Especially with the two shot scenario.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to stun this, you never know, the old captain's hook here.
If he'd have somehow contrived to lose this frame, then
his head's in the shed.
Yeah. Oh, well, you heard what he just said. He said, "I'm not sure what I thought I saw." He said, "I thought you went cushion first and hit the black. Didn't realise that he'd flick the yellow on the way past." Shaun obviously just assumed that he'd seen it. And
yeah, these things happen, don't they, in the game sometimes? I don't think that's Chip. I know Chip is not the sort of person to try something like that.
Yeah.
He's one of the most honest players I've seen, so you could see how bad he felt straight away. Where's the cue ball now? It's out, but it's dry again from Kinger. He's got to change that break up, in my opinion, because that's two that he's hit. He seemed to hit them quite sweet, but they've not really moved. And the reds have gone pretty nice, other than the one on the bottom rail and the one next to the black. Oh, he's going yellow to make me look an idiot. Cheers. These are tough. I think they're tougher on yellows, personally, but... Oh, he's on the one now. He's laughing.
Danny Lee's top table. Danny Lee's, Andrew Lister top table.
Yeah, see, he's landed awkward. I'm surprised at the last shot. I'm slightly surprised
Ben Smith top table.
he's not made sure he threw the white up table there. I said to Chippy as I was talking to him before, I said, we're similar players. He went, what do you mean similar players? I said, well, we both play really fast. And I said, and that's about where it stops, actually. Oh, yeah. Cheers, Shaun. Didn't think the way he looked, I didn't think he was on that, but he's drilled it in. Just come off the bottom rail with a touch of left-hand side, throw it around 2 rails, land on the 2. Oh, he's checked it up instead. Stunned it. Beautiful shot. Somebody's got 2% left on the phone, I believe. Anybody order a Chinese? Should get this.
Oof. And it just dropped.
Oh, I wouldn't want to play on this table. I'd fall in that pocket by the looks. Wow. Can't believe that's gone. I know he's played it a good way, but I'm really surprised that went.
Steve Prince, top table. Steve Prince, top table.
Off.
Well, Chippy here, probably going reds.
Yeah, looks like it.
Flick off the yellow. Oh no, you can't flick off the yellow and pop the red off. It's world rules. I was going to say just flick off the yellow and pop the red, but you can't do that. They're not overly nice. And yeah, that looks the perfect angle just to stun back into the yellow and open them all up. No, he doesn't play it long.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
the
rush.
red
Yeah, the red
passes
goes
into the
past
middle
the
anyway,
yellow,
so
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he might play the one on the black spot here, just so he doesn't have to go back down for it. Yeah, one net to the black spot. Mind your work now to drop this through. Oh, has he left that slightly awkward because he's bridging? You expect him to cue it, but you could see a bit of a grimace because he knows that it shouldn't have been. Yeah, he's give it a grimace and just gone down and slapped it in the middle of the bag. You think he beats me? So, 5-3 to Shaun Chipperfield now. To be honest, I think Michael need to change his break because I think Chip has dished 2 of his dry one, the last 2 off his dry break. So I think he needs to change it, try something else. He's staying with the same. He's being persistent, and yeah, he's got to change that because they're not even opening.
Wade Morley's on the hill against Luke Cronin. He'll play Josh Jahaz if he does win that game. Dylan Leary's on the hill against John McAllister at 6-3. Clint Aronsen's through, and he will play Dylan Leary if Dylan wins.
Wow, that's a tough.
Lee Kendall, having been 4-0 down against Anthony Tedds earlier, came through that game, and now he's 4-3 up against his fellow England international player Ben Flack. And the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. So that's another really good lineup there. Whichever one gets through between.
This field's a minefield, I must say.
Jamie Clements beat Enrico Forgione 7-5. Callum Singleton through against Steve Prince 7-2. They'll play each other. So it's Alex Lewis on the hill against Steve Petty, having been behind. Alex having a good weekend so far. And they will play the winner of Matt Barcock and Jamie Graham. And finish off the action. Connor Treacy 4-2 against Ryan Bodsworth, and Ryan Francis 2-1 against Mark Russell.
Where's Tom and Josh in it? Are they further down, are they? Tom and Josh. There, yeah. Yeah, so the next match
Winner
will
of
be,
that will play Josh Corkett or Leo Fernandez.
yeah. Tell you what, Josh Corkett, another Southwest lad, he just beat Phil Parkins 7-1, and Phil obviously beat Mellin. And I spoke to Phil after the game, and Phil just said Josh has just not missed a single ball against him, so Josh will be feeling good after that.
I think, wasn't David McNamara something like 6-2 up against Jack Whelan earlier?
I think it was 4-1 and I think 6-3.
6-3. Yeah, Jack came back and won that 7-6.
Ouch. That'll hurt. That will hurt.
And
Jack will be thinking, is it written in the stars again for him to win it now?
He's got Matt Braley next. It's another tough game.
Yeah. It's not getting any easier.
Gone somewhere out of position here. Not entirely sure what he was trying to do with...
his cue balls went everywhere during this finish, to be honest.
Yeah. All kinds of check side there.
And he's got no shot at all in the world here, so...
Bet he finds something.
Yeah. If he finds something from here, fair play. Oh, I can't see a shot. I was thinking even the yellow off the yellow double, but I don't even think that's on. There's not really a safety on either. Unless you just try wield him in the middle of the top rail, bottom rail.
Yeah, I can't see anything, but it might
Yeah, he's looking at the double off the yellow. But I think the red's in the way, so don't even think that's on. Yeah, what he's looking at is try to play it off the yellow half ball and double it in the bottom left corner, but I'd think the red's in the way personally. Oh no, yeah, just played the safety. It's the only option. If the red next to the black goes, I think he'll play that as a just play up table with the white as a shot to nothing. But he can't. Doesn't look like it goes, does it now? And looking at the shot he's looking at, it definitely doesn't. He's going to play the long one near the balk line. Again, brilliant cueing on those. That's a few of those that he's just rolled into the middle of the bag. That's 3 or 4 already. Great cue action.
Is Danny Lees or Andrew Lister in the room? Or Ben Smith?
So just be stunning this in, I think, and then it'll play the red with the bottom of your screens furthest down. Swing it round 2 for the red just below the black. Is the route I'd take. Then he's got the red above the black and the red near the yellow at the top of his screen will be his last ball. And he's ignored that completely, so he's going to play the red above the black now. Similar route, so... I think he's okay. I think he can just stun into yellow and leave it longer than he'd want, but... Oh no, he can screw on and off easily. Yeah. Oh, he's over at this. A bit pacey. He's okay. Drop it in. Slightly stun it off the yellow. Wow, Mike. If he's on this, he's very lucky.
I don't think he is.
I think he has to stun that just to clip it. No, he's definitely, looking at that, he's definitely not on it. This is going to get taken almighty whack if he thinks he's on. Must need to dink it. Looking at this angle, there's no way he's on that.
I think he's playing it with side.
Yeah, he's dinking it. Could easily clip the yellow on the way through. Yeah, he's missed it. Oh, it's not the worst result I've seen.
Not at all.
You'd think he'd be able to get the snooker, but he's leaving up and down.
Has he got kind of bit of a shot to nothing with it? Play cushion first and try and push the yellow across over the pocket.
Yeah, that's not a bad
And
shout.
the thing is, he may
Might
leave a reverse double.
Yeah. I think I'd rather leave a reverse double than the up and down with where the black is, to be honest. Because you can either hit the rail first and cut it in or hit it straight, so... He's tried to block the one. Well, no, he hasn't blocked the one rail.
It's not far off, you know.
I think he'll go 2 rounds.
I don't think he can get
He'll
to
go
the top.
He'll go top rail, side rail just before the black to try pot it, I think. He's checking up, is he?
You can get through. Bit of check side.
Side rail. Oh, I've called it.
What an effort.
What an effort. Side rail, 2 rounds, yeah.
Still not a gimme, is it?
No. Shaun, yeah. Will, I think he'll have to chop this down the bottom rail and just hope that he lands on the ball. He's looking at playing another snooker. Surely not. It's way too easy to hit to play another snooker, isn't it? Unless he's going to try to block the one round.
No, I think
he's
going for the pot.
chop. He's going to chop it in. No, yeah. Maybe the cock out in the middle.
No.
2 rails in the middle.
No, he's pot it.
Oh.
Didn't like it. Knew it wasn't going. Conceded the frame.
Yeah. I think the cock out was a shot as well. 2 rails in the middle would have been good for the shot of the tournament as well.
Just needed to play it better. Black. No golden breaks in these rules.
Evening, Lammy. Just seen on the Facebook Michael Lamb said hello. And that Tom Cousins is watching. Oh, pressure now, Nick. Tom's watching. Massive break. Oh, what? How is the white gone 2 rounds in the middle, avoiding all of them?
And the worst thing, he's just broken off and put the black in after potting a ball. And I mean, we saw it against Oli Bale.
Yeah,
earlier on.
The exact same thing. The only positive for Shaun, it's only 1 shot, and there is a little bit of work. So
yeah, definitely a little bit of work.
I think he'll play into it for a shot, and I tell you what, actually he's only got to play 1 cannon if the yellow next to the red to the bottom left of your screen goes. So it's not a disaster. Oh, that's not brilliant, really. It's a bit not lazy, but he's not really looked at which part of the ball he's gone into cannon. So I think he might have to try go across it and leave one of them in the same pocket here, or go into it, but then he's going to knock it towards the path of the red, so it won't go up the rail. Not Mike's best shot, that one. Yeah, he's played for it in the same pocket, played it well. Good shot. King are looking good here now to make it.
Okay, 10:30 session. Table 2, Jez Graham, Declan Brennan.
To make it 5-5 with him to break. So, do you know, I haven't seen either of them. Oh no, Chip has won 1 frame on his own break. And so is Kinger, I think.
On table 6, Zach Shepherd, Martin Wood. Zach Shepherd, Martin Wood, table 6. On table 8, Arfan Dad, Daniel Bailey. Arfan Dad, Daniel Bailey, table 8. On table 9, Luke Gilbert, Jasper Simmons. Luke Gilbert, Jasper Simmons, table 9.
Luke Gilbert and Jasper Simmons playing each other, very good friends, so that'd be a bit of a grudge match. I think they share a room together, so.
On table 11, Black Madden, Sean Story.
Kinger.
Black Madden, Sean Story, table 11.
I don't think that. Oh, he's okay. I thought he was going to have to collide with a red. But it looks like he's okay. Ah, yeah, he was fine. Oh. Say that's thin.
Tight.
Yeah. How do you... I think you have to play into the red for the one that's in mostly the middle of the table. I think you'll have to just try playing to that. The furthest one up in the middle of the table. Play into that to hold on the black. Is he on it? He's looking. Must be tight. Yeah, he's definitely on it.
Scott Pope, Glenn Hannibal, table 18. And finally for now on table 20, Brett Wild, Emma Cunningham. Brett Wild, Emma Cunningham.
How has that one not gone in, but the one that Chippy played earlier dropped? How has that not gone in? Wow. Good chance now for Chippy. I know he's got a couple of awkward ones, but he'll just be glad to be at the table. There he is, Mike King on the Coronas. Probably why he didn't see the foul a few frames ago.
Next match on table 50.
He's trying to knock the one out, but still okay. It still goes up the rail. Probably goes into the other one now. Just bumps it out. And when he bumps this one out, I think he could leave an angle. Oh, he's going into it now, yeah. He's going into that one. Oh, he's landing on it. My mistake. Yeah, that's a great shot from Chippy. Very good positional shot. Only had a little bit to play with there and he played it perfect. And now he's back. Really is in prime position to steal the frame from Mike. Just stun this in up the rail. Well, come back a couple of inches. Yeah, perfect. This will hurt Mike because he knows it should be 5-all on his break. Wow. I do not believe what I've just watched. Wow, wow, wow. That is a very surprising miss. He's just not really looked at it. He's just gone down. Just gone down on it and hit the ball. Completely forgot about the pot. I'm assuming Chippy's told him he can have that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chippy's gone off to the loo, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just not bothered potting it, that's fair enough. Don't pot if you don't need to. That happened last week at the IPA. I was watching Stephen Ellis play. And he's got 2 balls left. And the black spot. And the guy just walked off to the loo. So Steve's just set him up. The guy's come back. He said, oh, did you pot them after, did you? And he went, no, I just set him up. And the guy was like, oh, right, okay. And like seemed to be a bit funny. I thought, hold on, you just walked off mid-frame to the toilet. Yeah. Of course he's not going to bother potting them if you're going to just walk off. Blatant, well, it's concession, isn't it, if you walk away like that.
A little tour of the arena. Just when we played the last events, Blackpool and certainly the one in London, it was noticeable that there were a number of spectators and family and friends and so on and so forth. Not quite so many here today. There's a few scattered. You can see up the left-hand side of the room, and a few
Yeah.
milling across this side, but noticeably not as many as we have seen.
I think that could be to do with it. Well, Blackpool's a bit of a lot of people would go there for the night out and the nightlife, and then London. Again, there's a lot of players in this that are from London, aren't there?
Yeah.
Wow. And then that also has got a lot of nightlife, and the family or friends could treat that as a weekend away, couldn't they? Whereas this is a bit lovely hotel, but it is a bit in the middle of just a small town, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Yep.
won't attract as
And
many.
the sticks.
Yeah. But again, a really good arena.
Looks like Jez Graham whistling around the table there
Yeah.
on table 2,
Against Decky.
playing Declan Brennan.
Big match. Mike King to break at 5 apiece. Yeah, I cannot believe he's not checked. Like, oh, as I say that, the yellow's absolutely hung on the bag. But he's not hit the break well once. Like, he's hit. They're just not moving. I'm not saying he's not hitting them well, but they're not moving. And he's broke from the exact same place the last 4 breaks, and every single one of them's been dry. Surely you have to mix it up when they're not even opening it. If they're splitting, you're just being unlucky. Fair enough, but they're not opening well at all. Very surprised he hasn't changed. Yeah, Mike's not going to be feeling great about this frame coming to the table with the balls like this.
No.
I cannot see any sort of DF or safety that is a good option, so... Yeah. Clutching, really. Just trying to clutch at straws there and just hope that...
Trying to get a ball in the mix.
Yeah. Try and make a little bit of a mess.
Just no pressure for
No, exactly.
the chippy.
Next match on table 17, Christy Caulfield, Steve Smart. Christy Caulfield, Steve Smart.
You said Steve Smart lost earlier, he won.
I didn't say he lost.
Oh.
Someone on the
Chat said he
on the
lost.
chat said he lost.
And I said he's
Yeah,
no
he's still
longer
going
with
strong.
us. He's still in. Tough match against Christy, that'll be quick fire because they're both lightning. Especially Christy, plays very quick. Just screw back off this, and there we are. Ball's open. Looks like it should be 6-5 chippy. A little bit of work still to get on the black possibly. And the red, the yellow in balk with the red there. Might have to swing around a couple cushions to get on possibly the black if he uses that as his last ball.
Yeah, you think he almost has to leave that as his last ball, but it's not ideal.
No, because otherwise you're playing an even smaller target on any of the other yellows. So I think it's a more natural shot just to run it for the black. So
I mean, he may have the option to go up onto it now off the one from the middle, just run the cue ball past the one, the red in the middle of the table and find the gap, but I don't think he's going to. you say, it's doesn't want to be coming up and down the table. There, you could see
No.
that he could get through to take that one at the top, but just not ideal.
And that's now perfect. Yeah, he's just going to play the gap on the black near the middle of the table. It's quite a big target, really. As long as he gets right on the yellow in baulk, he'll be fine. Perfect. Perfectly found the gap.
So after this rally from Mike King,
Try to top it through enough. 6-5 chippy with chippy to break.
yeah, stops the rot and gets on
Yeah.
the hill. Needs one more, and he has the break, so goes as a firm favourite now. But that can all change in just one twist of fate, one in off or a dry break, and suddenly Mike becomes favourite. So it's very much in the balance now, but the ball very much in Shaun's court.
I don't know about favourite with, wow, Chippy's got a ball, but with how Mike's break's been, I think he'd almost rather Chippy break.
He's dry, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
He's
it's dry.
Oh, he is dry, yeah.
Neither of them broke well, to be honest. They've not really, again, there's a lot of clusters, they've not really opened. But neither of them changed their break, so. Yeah. Yeah, I think the table hasn't broke well. Like, the only breaks that worked was when Oli played Mark Thrussell, and they both cut break, and that seemed to work.
Yeah.
But any of the front ball breaks, like we said earlier, Shane Thompson and Gillespie both change from front ball to the cut break.
Yep.
So sometimes that happens, doesn't it? There's not really a reason for it. The table looks like it's playing quite quick, but sometimes it just doesn't break well off the front ball. Can happen.
I seem to have a recollection of it. The same thing happening in event one when it had a new cloth on it. I seem to remember it.
Yeah, it can just be a bit slidey off the front ball.
I've got a recollection that we watched about 4 matches and it didn't break well at all. Then suddenly it just started going.
Yeah, we've got 2 in the club that I play in at the moment, and 2 of these, and the one breaks huge, like massive, and then the other one, which is actually the newer of the cloths, because they got put on at different times, the newer of the cloth doesn't break well off the front ball at all. You have to cut break. So it's yeah, like you said, it's just odd. Sometimes with a new cloth it can just be a little bit too slidey. Yeah, very good shot to open it up. Very good shot. I think that puts him in prime position just to drop this in. Play the red closest to the yellow up into the top right pocket, top right hand pocket. Then mind your work, and we're going hill, I think. Bit of angle, but he's okay. Just screw it into the gap for the red in the middle. Would have rather the red in the middle be his last ball, because that's easy connected to the black, but you still should be okay. Wow. Really poor shot. You could see how he cued across that. He moved. There's a lot of body movement there. He's missed it thin, so not missed it, potted it thin to the thin side of the pocket. That's why he's lost the cue ball. And now all of a sudden this is tough.
Yeah, playing it top right.
Needs a big recovery shot. Nah, it's miles away. And this is...
Didn't fancy him for that. After running out of position, your head's not in the right place to take on a shot like that.
Only... That's where the very best, though. They're so good. They just reset themselves, don't they? Like it's not even happened.
It's amazing how momentum can play a factor, because if he had a really difficult positional shot and came off 3 cushions and landed there, in your mind you think, actually, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And then you make the ball because you're in a positive mindset.
Yeah.
But because he had a simple positional shot
and he's hit the thin
and made
side.
a howler,
then
your mindset's totally wrong to make the ball.
Exactly. He seemed... It's something I do notice, because I obviously pay a lot of attention to how people cue the ball, and he seemed to put an extra couple on the shot where he's gone wrong. He seemed to put a couple of extra feathers in, like just seemed to cue a few more times than he normally does, and that normally is a sign that they're either feeling it or they've changed their mind on the shot.
Yeah.
And then the long one that he's missed, he's seemed to cue through it too quick. So I think he just felt it a little bit there. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to cost him the match. Chippy's got to play one good positional shot to get on the yellow on top of the black into the bottom left, and you'd think...
I think he was looking there to see whether he could find the potting angle to get it bottom right.
Yeah.
Well, the way he's played that.
Yeah, it must go.
It must go.
Or did you just played a bad shot and not gone
unless
further
he's
enough.
overhit.
Yeah.
Well.
No, he's not gone. He's played a bad shot and not gone further enough there. He's hit the middle of the bag there. Brilliant. And that's the end of that. And unless he has a captain's hook, as they say. And there it is, 7-5. Shaun Chipperfield, well done, Shaun.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good to see Shaun winning.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a chat with him. And the next game up on stream is going to be Tom Cousins against Josh Kane. So that will be our last action of the evening. It's going to be a late one tonight. Let's catch a few words with Shaun before he leaves. Thanks, Cole. Shaun, Mike King is a tough opponent. I mean, your styles are very similar, actually. You're both very attacking. That was never going to be a defensive game, was it?
No, not at all. He's a very good player. Obviously, he's been through a rough time of late. He had appendicitis, I think, and he had a setback from that as well, so complications. So it's good to see him back playing, and he looked like he was back curing well, to be fair, because he put me under a lot of pressure. And if it had just took a couple of them chances, it could have been either way. But I felt like I played well. There was the odd missed pot here and there, or just a miss. What do you do? Missed a black and then left me on near one of my yellows.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, I felt like I played well.
Yeah, it looks like it's a solid performance. So I mean, you keep knocking on the door.
Yeah, that was only my second game. I mean, in general, I've been knocking on the door. But
in general, throughout this season, you're really finding some good form and a good time to find it as well. We're near the end of the year, and obviously next year's season is going to start really early as well. So, it's a good time to find form.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying playing. Sometimes in the past, I would turn up, I'd go 2-0 down, and my head would go, just because I've got personal problems. If you bring all that baggage into playing pool, you got no chance. Luckily, I've got rid of all that, and I'm fully focused on what I'm doing. I've been in tournaments where I've been 4-1 down, 3-0 down, and I've come back to win. In the past, 2 years ago, my head would have been gone. I'd have lost 7-1, 7-0.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm in a good place, and you know, I feel like I'm going to win every tournament that I enter. Not that I've won any, but I feel like I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got to keep knocking on the door, and hopefully I'll bash it down.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the psychological side of it, and often, you know, everyone can get that and pot a ball. Maybe not quite as well as you, but 80% of the games played between the ears sometimes, isn't it? It really can have a massive effect.
Definitely. I mean,
do you? I mean, it's okay to work on your game on the table, but do you ever try to work on your game off the table as well?
Yeah, just cut out the crap that I was doing in the past few years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of you know, you need to be mentally right to play this game. If you got issues, sort them out, then come back and go again. And that's what I've done.
Yeah.
You know, I was bringing it to tournaments, and that's why I was failing. You know, I was losing to people I shouldn't lose to, but then I was obviously losing to good players as well.
Yeah.
You know, luckily at the minute I feel like I'm getting through the games which maybe I am favourite in, and I've just come unstuck against a player in form.
Yeah.
Albeit gave myself chances to win, like against Shane a few weeks ago. Had another one at the weekend where I missed a black to win to make the final. So, yeah, like I said, I'm close. Just
Yeah.
hopefully keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the score. It's going to happen soon. Next game up, Tom Cousins. Normally your roommate. I guess you're rooming with him again this weekend. But Tom and Josh Kane. What are your thoughts on that?
I thought you were going to say I've got Tom next.
No.
That's what I don't know. What, Tom and Josh tonight?
Yeah, right
Is
now.
it?
Yeah.
That should be a great game.
Yeah.
I'll probably be watching myself. I might even do a bit of
Come
commentary with you.
and join us on.
I might do. Yeah. That's definitely one to be involved in.
Yeah. Great to see you winning.
Nice
and,
one.
Hope you go all the way.
Cheers.
Have a
Nice
good
car,
weekend.
by the way. Love your car.
Cheers, mate.
Top table if you are.